Unpaid for my tuition. Unpaid for my tuition. Unpaid for my tuition.
Hi, Darwin. Welcome to Refugee Talk.
Thanks. It's my pleasure to be here, and just be patient with me because I'm quite nervous, but everything that will appear here will come from the bottom of my heart, and it's very nature. So
Thank you so much. No worries, Darwin. Everyone has been in this process. Don't be nervous. We're just talking, and then people are listening to us right now. Darwin is from Mexico, who just came in 2023 in Canada. Darwin, how did you start your journey in Vancouver?
My journey in Vancouver as a refugee starts exactly since I arrived to the airport. Because it's where my process starts. I have to be very honest. I was very lucky to do that or have that knowledge because one friend before me came, and he was who imposed to me or motivated me to came. I didn't want really. Because as who want to leave his country or their country and leave your culture, your family, everything that you know all the world before. So, and I remember very clear. I said to my friend, "No, I will fight to be here with all my family." But things happen that. People that a person that worked in the Senate of Mexico, he was on he was out of the closet, and in a couple of days before that, he was murdered. He and his husband. So after that, many things start to changing with people from the LGBT community. So, and many things happen in my life that I have to rethink, take that big decision. And so, things that was very hard to me. And my family said, we want that you live or you're still alive. So, but this is not the place right now. So that's why I decided to come here. But as I mentioned to you, I was lucky because an angel, a friend, told me about this process that you can do in the airport. I did that. Was hard because when I arrived and asking me about what I was asking about refuse, I start to cry and all those things, and yeah, was
Wow.
Sorry, just
Darwin, it is not easy, as you mentioned. It's not easy to leave home. Tell us more about how was your life in Mexico, and from where did you come exactly, which city, and how was the culture?
I came from my city. The name is Tuxtla Gutierrez. Chiapas is a state that is in the border with Central America. So it's a very small city. The society is quite conservative, but it's a pretty place to live. Have a very good weather. It's surrounded by jungle, nature, and all the things. Sorry, could you repeat again the question? It's just that I'm nervous.
No worries. How was your life in Mexico? What were you doing? Were you going to school?
Yes, I'm I went to the school, and I'm proud because I was the first one that in my from my family that went to a university, because that is not easy in Mexico. So I was working, and the study was hard, but I made it. So my life was, in that moment, I consider a good one. That study, work, I spent time with my family and friends, and as a normal guy. If we talk about as a gay, was totally different. I have to be hidden in the closet, because it's not allowed that you be gay. In that moment, I feel that was okay, that the people can screaming you bad words on the street just because you look gay for them. So what's good in that
Yeah.
just sometimes someone push me, or no, something that I consider normal thing, that the people can
And
push.
Canada is very welcoming, Darwin. I hope you feel safe now here. And tell us about this when you came the first day, when you arrived in the airport in Vancouver. How did you feel? Like, tell us that moment that you experienced.
Oof. Two feelings at the same time. Like my heart feel like finally freedom. I know how I know it just my heart, but in my mind I feel my mind make me feel like, yes, freedom, but you are alone. Because I arrived here alone, with nobody, with I don't know how to explain.
You missed your family, friends.
Yes. Now I realize, after 1 year here, I realize how important is family and your culture, and things that you know, just the language. You cannot express everything that you need. Your as Latin, for me, is very important. Express my emotions, and I cannot do precisely as I want it in English. The food, the
everything. Darwin, myself, I was a refugee, and then myself, I grew up in Afghanistan. I was born and grew up there. I know how it feels to be far away from home. I know my parents are here, my family is here, but I cannot imagine what you're facing right now, because your whole family is there in Mexico right now. Do you have any plan to just reconnect with them, and or go back to see them, or they want to come to Canada to see you? Are there any ways to do that?
As the knowledge that I have right now, I'm not allowed to back to Mexico anymore, because I'm refugee. And about my family and reconnect with them, the only way is bring them here. But right now it's quite difficult, because they need visa and all those things, and you have to prove that you have the money to travel. And my family is not doesn't have that money. So
yeah, Darwin, it's really hard to afford things. It's not only your family, like most of the families are not able to afford things to come to Canada. Coming to Canada is not easy, but you're lucky that we are here, Darwin, in this country. We have freedom to talk, we have freedom to walk. When you mentioned you used to hide in the locker, that broke my heart. I'm sorry to hear that. Tell us more about it. How was it like when you used to hide yourself just to be safe?
Right now it's easy to explain that because after I living in the freedom, as I mentioned, for me it was normal that everybody on the street can punch you or scream you bad words just because they think you are gay. It's not because you look gay, it's because they think you are gay, and they can do that things, and you have to be hidden because, for example, as easy that after 8 p.m., if you go out of your home and you are gay, it's very common that you can be killed or someone just because you are at night. And this is the phrase that in my city though thing said is it's if you are invite us to do this because this is this time is not for you. It's time to be hidden.
Right.
So as your life is in dangerous, if you have to you have to take care about your words, what you say, how do you say, and even if you will tell that you are gay with some friends or someone, you have to be very careful because that person can tell to the rest of the neighbors, society, and your life will be a mess. Maybe if you live with your family, will be not provided that they kill you, but if you will live alone or in a bad neighborhood, it's more probably that. So and here in Canada, I can be on the street at 1 a.m. and I can dress with a skirt, or I can have the long hair, and nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
So small things like that, it's like you cannot do it in my country. I have to be very honest. Everybody said, yeah, but Mexico have the big pride parade, but it's just in Mexico City. It's just in it's like the bubble. In the rest of my country is totally different. Happen things like that nobody knows, or nobody say nothing about it, because if someone mentioned that, they say you are gay and you are dangerous, or even your family, because they feel shame on you.
Right.
So that's just the quite different. I had to be very emphatic in that, because one thing is that happened in Mexico City, that is like a bubble. You can be gay.
Yeah.
But in the rest of
cities,
Mexico, yes, it's different.
It is not easy. And did you try to live in the capital city in Mexico City to just have a better life there, or no?
I try, but that city is not easy. It's so crowded, and about the job is there are not enough jobs. So, and if you are, they call it province guy. If you coming from outside, from any city outside of the Mexico City, you are like a province, and you don't have all the resources like education, money, networking, all those things that people in the city knows.
Right. Saying you about Mexico more, it's What languages do you know? Like, since I know people from Mexico know multiple languages because it's like they know Spanish, they know English. How many languages can you speak, Darwin?
Um, as you mentioned, my mother tongue is Spanish. I can speak English. I think so. I'm learning here, so I speak French and basic knowledge of German and Portuguese.
Awesome. Do you think Spanish and Portuguese is all like similar or no?
Yes, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Italian are the same because
Okay.
they have the base of the
Okay.
language.
Yeah.
But the grammar rules and the meaning of some words that you can pronounce the same, but the
Okay.
meaning is different in every
Yeah.
language.
Awesome. Since your mother tongue is Spanish, I mean, a lot of people speak Spanish in Vancouver. I have met like they speak Spanish, which is really cool language, and a lot of people I don't know like you cannot believe, Darwin. Some people when I speak like I don't know my accent is this way, and they believe that my mother tongue is Spanish. They're like, "Are you Spanish? Spanish? Can you speak Spanish?" And then I'm like, no, I cannot speak Spanish. But saying that, can you give advice to your friends or family who are watching you from Mexico right now? Can you give them advice, or can you give them a hi or anything in your language?
Yes, and thanks for that because
You're welcome.
I was eager for expressing myself something
In the Spanish.
In the Spanish.
Yeah, you can name all your friends here, families, anything. Just say anything to them.
Hola, hola familia. Finalmente soy libre. Estoy aquí. Los extraño mucho. Espero pronto verlos y para todas aquellas personas que son de la comunidad, quiero decirles que hay libertad afuera de México. No es fácil, pero se puede.
Wow, that sounds so cool. I did not understand a word apart from hola. Hola, it means hi.
Yes, was total message from my family that tell them that I'm all right here, and to all the guys from the community and rainbow colors that and advice that exists a freedom outside, and just take the decision.
Hola, beautiful people from Mexico. Darwin is so safe here. He has started from zero in 2023. And I met Darwin in one of the on International Refugee Day, and that's when we got connected. That's why I invited Darwin, and he's a very happy person right now. He doesn't have to hide himself anywhere, and yeah, he's all safe. You don't have to worry about him, I guess. Yeah. Darwin, I guess we are in the last questions. What are your advices for other newcomers from Mexico that are just landed in Canada, in Vancouver? What they have to do?
As my first question is, as a refugee or as a normal tourist person? Because as a refugee, the first step when you landed in Canada is ask for refuge on the airport will be hard. Just let me tell you, will be hard because you have to remind all your bad stories in your life, and after that, you can contact this not. I will talk about the non-profit organizations that help me a lot, because when I arrived alone with nobody, with any idea exactly clear, and I went to the Rainbow Refugee Society, and thanks for them, my first night wasn't on the streets. I went to a shelter because exists a shelter that is safe for us too, and I feel happy that I. That's why I say I was very lucky because things like sound like a magic for me
Yeah.
because people help me and they don't know who I am
Right.
just because I'm a human being. That's
Yes.
other thing that happened to
Totally.
me here. Just because we are human beings, we deserve help.
Yes.
And I've first one with Rainbow Refugee that it helps you in the process, navigate all the things, a place to stay your first nights or
Yeah.
days. You can go at for your mental health. That the other thing that I learned that here is important. Please take care about your mental health. Trust me. Don't depress or do stupid things. You can go to VAST, VAST, and they will help you with all these things that we, as a Latin, in my case, as a Latin people, this is the advice we don't realize because we never been exposed in this situation that they leave everything.
Right.
Sounds good. I thought that was something that it's easy. No, it's not easy. Trust me.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Last question, Darwin. After that, we're gonna end the podcast. If you had one superpower, what could you change about refugees and immigrants in your community in Canada?
If I had a superpower, I will reverse your question in the way that I would like that everybody have the superpower to be empathic. Because when you are empathic, you feel the emotion, you feel the other human that is next to you,
Right.
as in your own skin.
Right.
And that is the only way that you can understand what happened when you say bad words to others.
Yeah.
You will feel that fear, you will feel that pain in your soul because it's not physically.
Right.
So I think that's the only thing that
Yeah.
I would like, as if I can have, I
You could change it.
change it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Darwin. It was really amazing podcast. Thank you for coming and sharing your story.
Thanks for inviting me. Sorry, I'm.
No worries. No worries, Darwin. All right. And thank you so much for watching this podcast with Darwin, who had shared the amazing experience from Mexico and advices for other newcomers in this community in Vancouver. And hope to see you till next time. Thank you so much. Thank you, Darwin. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Paid for my tuition. Paid for my tuition. Paid for my tuition.